All right, so we're checking out more Eagles thanks to my EP, my good friend, my brother from another mother, Mr. Brian E. Life in the Fast Lane. Let's keep this intro short because let's just get to it. We're going to check out several versions. We're going to go through the lyrics. We're just going to, again, there is so much going on in the world today. One, in the news, I know that it's there. I'm not going to lie, guys. I've been trying to avoid it because I'm also, as you all know, we're very needing to be present with just my brother and his health, and we're keeping positive vibes there. I also really am working as hard as possible on my day job, my W-2, right? And it's not out of selfishness. I'm doing it so that I can be a service to my family and everything. So I'm avoiding all of this. So Eagles and their stuff helps me with that. So we're gonna check out the official audio. These versions from the MTV 1994 performance, they're impossible to publish, I'm sure. Even if we were to blur out our checking out the stuff, I think in another video where we did just the audio, or it detected the audio from this performance, it was not allowed on YouTube. So that's too bad. I'll go check this out after. But yeah, see, we're gonna check out that official audio, then this version from it being live. That's what I'm talking about, man. Then just a bunch of people. Okay, so this is going to be Joe Walsh's song. I think this is my first Joe Walsh, like his song. So really excited for that. Thank you, Brian. To all of you who watch and come and hang out with me to check out Eagles, let me know why. What is it that you love about them? How was the Sphere concert if you went, or any concert if you've gone? What does this song mean to you? What memories does it trigger for you? But no matter what, I hope that you have a good time hanging out with me and setting aside any of those worries, concerns. And again, thank you for being here.
She was terminally pretty. She held him up and he held up for ransom in the heart of the cold, cold city. He had a nasty reputation as a cruel dude. They said he was ruthless, said he was cruel. They had one thing in common, they were good and bad. She said, faster, faster, the lights are turning red. Life in the fast lane, surely make you lose your mind.
Dude, that's such a good riff. This song's awesome. This is just fun.
Are you with me so far? Eager for action, hot for the game, the calming attraction, the drop of a name. They knew all the right people, they took all the right pills, they threw outrageous parties, they paid heavily bills. There were lines on the mirror, lines on her face. She pretended not to notice, she was caught up in the race. Out every evening until it was light. He was too tired to make it, she was too tired to fight about it. Life in the fast lane, surely
Nice.
make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane, life in the fast lane, everything, all the time. Life in the fast
I don't know what I want to be paying attention to. There's just a lot of awesome stuff going on in this song. Ooh. Where did that happen? Okay, we're gonna have to come back to that.
Seen a goddamn thing. He said, call the doctor.
Nice. Just very rock and roll Americana. The tally sound makes it sound country-ish, but this is way more just rock and roll, reminding me of how genre-less the Eagles are. Eagles, not the. Yeah, that song is awesome. The riff is kind of complex, dude. Yeah, look at that. That's kind of tricky, man. E5 set. Yeah, so this is just an E. Yeah, dude, that's pretty complex, man. Dude, it's so cool. Yeah, that's so cool, man. He was a hard-headed man. He was brutally handsome. That was a great line. And she was terminally pretty. She held him up and he held her for a ransom in the heart of the cold, cold city. He had a nasty reputation as a cruel dude. They said he was ruthless. They said he was crude. They had one thing in common. They were good in bed. She'd say, faster, faster. Their lights are turning red. Whew, jeez. Spicy. A sketch. Life in the fast lane surely make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane, huh? Are you with me so far? Eager for action, hot for the game, the coming attraction, the drop of a name. They all knew the right people. They took all the right pills. They knew outrageous parties. They paid heavenly bills. So that, okay, it's a bluesy rock and roll type of riff, and it's fast. So yeah, all I can help, and they're mentioning right pills. I feel like the riff and everything, and the song just, it describes a cocaine-like experience, way of living, right? Very sex, drugs, rock and roll song. Makes it awesome to listen to, so fun. And that's kind of what the song is about. There were lines on the mirror, lines on her face. She pretended not to know. This is like the Wolf of Wall Street song. She pretended not to notice. She was caught up in the race, out every evening until it was light. He was too tired to make it. She was too tired to fight about it. Life in the fast lane surely make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane, everything all the time. In the fast lane, right? Isn't that what cocaine kind of does? Just, it's not a song saying that this is cool. They're just describing this guy's life. Blowing and burning, blinded by thirst. They didn't see the stop sign, took a turn for the worst. She said, listen, baby, you can hear the engine ring. We've been up and down this highway, haven't seen a dang thing. He said, call the doctor. I think I'm going to crash. The doctor says he's coming, but you got to pay in cash. They went rushing down that freeway, messed around and got lost. They didn't care. They were just dying to get off, and it was Life in the Fast Lane. Life in the Fast Lane, a staple song of classic rock stations, tells the story of a couple finding solace in excess by taking it to the edge. This is a recurring theme throughout Hotel California. Yeah. See, I've never listened through the Hotel California album before, and I might need to, because it seems like the whole song, they're kind of just describing this way of living very profoundly. Probably because they were right in it, right? Glenn Fry, sorry. Again, Brian, you reminded me, it's Fry. Revealed that the title came to him one day when he was riding on the freeway with a drug dealer known as The Count. Dude, this is hilarious. One of my best friends, his nickname was The Count for when he would play basketball. His name is Clark, Count Clarkula. It's kind of a dumb nickname, therefore The Count. Anyway, Fry asked the dealer to slow down, and the response was, what do you mean? It's Live in the Fast Lane. Jeez, that's sketchy, man. That same interview, Fry indicated the song's central riff was played by Walsh while the band was warming up in rehearsals, and Walsh was told to keep it. That's a song. It's a song. Again, it's a complex right there, just a scale right there on E, and again, a blues rock and roll lick. Yeah, it feels like you could write it as in a warm-up, which it seems like a lot of songs are written in just a warm-up type fashion, which is, again, that's why, hey, that's what art has to be, man. It has to be inspired when something spontaneously comes like that. So Henley recalled that the song actually sprang from that opening riff. One day at rehearsal, Joe Walsh just busted out that crazy riff, and I said, what the heck is that? We've got to figure out how to make a song out of that. Henley and Fry, the primary lyricist for the band, then wrote the lyrics for the song. Okay, so Joe Walsh, he just came up with that in that spontaneity, and boom, Henley and Fry, some of the best lyricists I've seen, come in and just make it happen. Cashbox said that with the influence of six-stringer Joe Walsh, the Eagles are harder and funkier than ever. Funk. That's a good word. That's a great word for the riff. Great word for the riff. All right, this is the live 1980 version. Ooh. The tone live. The tone on the guitars here sound phenomenal.
Hard-headed man, he was brutally handsome. She was terminally pretty. She held him up and he held her for ransom in the heart of the cold, cold city. He had a nasty reputation as a cruel dude. They said he was ruthless, said he was cruel. They had one thing in common. They were good in bed. She said, faster, faster, that's a turning red. Life in the fast lane surely make you
I can't believe how good they are live, dude. Every time we hear them, it's always flawless every time we check them out.
Eager for action and hot for the game. The coming attraction, the drop of the rain. They knew all the right people, took all the right pills. They threw outrageous parties, lifted heavenly bills. And there were lines on that mirror, lines on her face. She pretended not to notice she was caught up in the race. Out every evening until it was light. He was too tired to make it. She was too tired to fight about it. Life in the fast lane surely make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane, yeah. Life in the fast lane, everything, all the time.
And two such great guitarists and harmonizing that riff.
Blowing and burning, blinded by thirst. They didn't see the stop sign, took a turn for the worst. She said, listen, baby, you can hear the engine ring. We've been up and down this highway, haven't seen a goddamn thing. He said, call the doctor, think I'm gonna crash. Well, the doctor say he's coming, you got to pay in cash. We're rushing down that freeway, mess around and got lost. They didn't know they were just driving to get off. And it was life in the fast lane, surely make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane, life in the fast lane, everything, all the time. Life in the fast lane, life in the fast lane.
Nice little organ there. Didn't notice that in the original.
Life in the fast lane.
And we're bringing that flanger into the main riff. Step on it, Joe. The use of the flanger to then describe this drug-filled, crazy life, kind of perfect. Wonder if that was conscious. I would assume yes. Gosh, dude, this song is such a banger. It's such a banger. I can't believe how good they are live all the time. Right? That's how it is? It's just such a fun, again, it is such a fun, when the harmony, are they, I don't know, but it's a harmony. It's not just an octave when there's someone higher. Man, whatever. That must have been just so fun for the band to hear that. That's the thing, man. The envy you feel when someone comes up with something so cool. And it's just wild to me how many of those riffs and memorable songs Eagles wrote, man. It's actually, frankly, a little upsetting. Okay, let's see. Again, this is Joe Walsh in his later years just performing it. This is 2012, so 14 years ago, which is insane. Joe Walsh and friends. Let's just see it for a bit. Who's Billy Gibbons? But while I go put my guitar away. Oh. So memorable, man. Okay, so he's playing a Strat. Okay. So he's playing the Strat, and clearly where I need to see which pickup.
He was a hot-headed man. He was brutally handsome. She was terminally pretty.
Dude, he can sing well. For some reason, listening to the rest, I thought he just came up with the riff, but it wasn't him singing. He's just at the very bottom setting on his pickups too. That's why we really get a twang here. Again, I thought it was more telly. That middle pickup and a telly and whatnot. Dude, he sounds great. This is 2012? The audio's off with this recording. That was a cool addition. Okay, I'm gonna pause right here. Billy Gibbons. We have not checked out Billy Gibbons in anything before, have we? Dude, what am I talking about? It's freaking ZZ Top. And Brian, you introduced me to ZZ Top. Not forget it, man. We're watching this whole thing. So cool to see them together. I love him coming in with this talking that I checked out. Woo! So he was always the higher singer too. I can't believe how great a singers every single Eagle is. All of it. he adds something great to it. This is great collaboration.
Your mind, I'm telling you. Yeah. Come on, Jeff.
My big redneck vacation, by the way, I needed that. Look how much fun it was for everyone in that room, man. Everyone. Performers, everyone. I feel like rock and roll is the secret to staying young, dude. So many rock and roll guys are able to just stick around for so long. Ooh, yeah. Again, dude, I have that riff, that song, it has never ever even come into my, I've never heard it. And it's wild to me because it's such a memorable riff. Probably why it's performed. That was a lot of fun, man. That was a lot of fun. The Eagles just have too many hits. Way too many. It's unfair, man. Okay. Well, guys, which of those versions that we checked out were some of your favorites? What about the song do you love? Let me know. But again, it's a song describing a lifestyle that I don't think many of us condone or whatnot. But sometimes just having a song like that put into such a fun thing, like you're still elevated, right? Not inspired isn't the word, but you're just in a better mood. That's what fun rock and roll can do. And now I've for sure checked out a Joe Walsh song for Eagles. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope this was a good escape for you, and we'll talk soon. Yeah, much love, guys.